Cleaning the brushes on the ZAP Xebra. Chock it and jack up the right rear wheel and remove the wheel. Then take off the two wires that attach to the motor where the brushes are. If necessary, you may have to remove the field winding wires as well, just to get access to the brush area. Remove the cover over the brushes. You'll find that there's a lot of carbon and brass dust that comes out. So remove the cover and then vacuum thoroughly the whatever you can get to with the toothbrush and a vacuum cleaner, and clean up the floor as well. The sooner you get rid of all the loose stuff, the better. Here I am squirting some air into the motor to get rid of all the loose dust. Make sure you keep the area as clean as you can, otherwise you'll get very black. I decided to remove the brushes completely, so I undid the nuts or the bolts that hold the brushes in. The brushes are in 4 pairs, and you have to remove each one by pushing back the spring and just removing them. I laid them out on a piece of paper marked with where they came from so that they go back in the same position. You don't want to reset the curve on the end where it pushes on the armature. Taking all the motor brushes out at once was, as it turned out, not a good idea. If I do this again, I will do them one by one so that the backing plate doesn't get removed. Here I'm showing you one of the connections. There's 2 connections that go from one side of the motor to the other, as the positive and the negative go to alternate brushes. I'm vacuuming and cleaning the brushes up. The brushes typically are covered in a kind of an oily gunk, oily carbon, and just clean up the brushes and clean up the brush holders as best you can. I used a Q-tip in there to get it clean. Putting the brushes in the reverse order is the same thing. You just pull the spring back, push them in, and here you can see I was using a piece of tape on a screwdriver to put the backing plate in place. That was easy on 2 of them, but another 2 were difficult to get to because the main connections to outside interfere with being able to put them in. But it's doable. So replace the cover, put the bolt back on the connections, test it, and go for a spin.